Next up, we have a couple information items. First is highlights of NAAPID 2021. Dr. Swift.
Thank you, President Johnson and trustees. We're going to just transition a bit here, and I can share with you, I'm excited to share with you, but what is much more exciting is Mr. Cluey is going to share some great photos. But trustees and community, those who are joining us, I'm sure that everyone's aware that Monday, February 8th was the 26th NAAPID celebration. And I just want to thank our students and teachers, our school teams and leaders, our parents and community, just for everything they did to make that a wonderful 26th NAAPID day. I enjoyed seeing a lot of activities from across the district, and know that it was just really beautiful celebrations going on. For those who may not know, NAAPID, National African American Parent Involvement Day, was launched and invented actually by our own Mr. Joe Doolin back in 1995. And this is the day, the second Monday in February, where we always observe our National African American Parent Involvement Day. This event was inspired by the Million Man March that Mr. Doolin attended, and the observance was created to encourage parents to begin practicing the goals of NAAPID. I won't go through all the goals of NAAPID. They are posted if you just Google NAAPID, or post it on our website. But really, it's about promoting parent involvement and engagement in our children's education, providing strategies for African American parents and students to take full advantage of the educational process. It really is about workshops and seminars and coffees and breakfasts and all kinds of events to bring folks together to really think about that home to school to community partnership, all in support of the child. So this year, our elementary, middle, and high schools planned events. It was really inspiring to see that many schools replicated their normal events, but made them virtual versions of their programs. So Lakewood Elementary, I got to be in a meeting yesterday where we heard an update from Principal Eddie Latour. They held 2 virtual Courageous Conversation events to celebrate NAAPID. Principal Eddie Latour shares, we discussed racism, barriers, and visibility in our classrooms and community as it relates to our commitment to social justice and equity. At Scarlett Middle School, this year's NAAPID theme was Doing School in the Midst of a Pandemic. Workshops focused on supporting students' social and emotional health, parenting during a pandemic, and how to use Schoology to support students. NAAPID at CLAGUE Middle School began with a coffee with the principals, and I do know Trustee Lazarus was present. I'm not sure if other trustees were able to get to any of these events. They went on to include visits with teachers, an overview of counseling services, a peer-to-peer presentation, and discussions of AAPS ebook and audiobook resources, and social emotional challenges a year into remote learning. Assistant Principal Jen Dowdell shared that the staff, although the staff missed the chance to interact with the families face-to-face, due to the convenience of Zoom, however, many parents could join sessions that they may not have been able to attend if we were face-to-face. We've noticed that pattern across the year, that in PTO meetings and in our community events, our attendance is actually stronger thanks to the virtual additions. So additionally, the school recorded most of the sessions so that that CLAGUE parents, or really any parents, could watch those later if they happened to be busy when an event took place. At Carpenter Elementary, each family was given a checklist of engaging activities, and the school's Girls on the Run program sponsored a Be Active campaign with the bingo activity board. At A2 STEAM, families were invited to come to PE lessons and learn about spatial and body awareness and teamwork. The activity was called Spacewalk. Family members served as mission control, helping student astronauts navigate space junk. The musical storytelling duo, Reverend Robert Jones and Matt Rotroba, known as the Common Chords, shared their mission of connecting through music and art at a pair of assemblies for students and their parents. Paisley's NAAPID assembly included third graders singing, fifth graders reciting a poem, and a special appearance by Paisley alumni, University of Michigan basketball player Brandon Wade. We'll listen to a little bit of those Paisley third graders singing at the end of this update. Paisley principal Dante Watson said, "This is a wonderful opportunity to celebrate our diversity, experience the day with your child, and contact with our families and our staff." This year, in this COVID year, NAAPID celebration continues all the way into March. So trustees will get this information out. It was in Friday's weekly update, and we'll share it between now and the beginning of March. But our NAAPID at Night celebration is coming up on March 8th. It will be virtual, and we look forward to that celebration. Also, the 26th annual NAAPID poster contest is still open. So students, we'd love to see your entries. I'm always proud of how well our Ann Arbor Public Schools students do in this competition. And the deadline is next Friday, February 19th at 4 p.m. The theme this year is Resilience is Timeless. Winners will be introduced at the NAAPID at Night presentation on March 8th. And again, thanks to so many in our community for all of your work and participation. It's just really inspiring that even during this COVID pandemic, we celebrate and connect and have community even while we're physically apart. So with that, Mr. Cluley, I believe Paisley third graders are singing. There we go. I also have a couple of other videos that I'll be putting out that schools have sent. They're just wonderful to see how children are connecting through, even though we're physically apart. And just a reminder that when we talk about these great things that folks have done and celebrations and participations, in no way are we ever saying that virtual is just a perfect option for everyone. So I just want to always reiterate that we do understand the struggle that this year is. We hear from parents every day, and yet it is inspiring to see our students engaged, our parents, our teachers, our leaders, and our support staff coming together, even while we're physically apart during this COVID pandemic. So President Johnson, I'm happy if the trustees wanted to add comments, because I know everyone was engaged with NAAPID, or if you want me to move into the superintendent's update, I'm happy to do either way.
Sure. Trustees, any comments or questions? Trustee Dupree.
A quick comment. I wanted to say that I had the opportunity to read to my son's class, on the 8th, and I was very, very excited to do so. I actually got a chance to read a book called Say Something, encouraging kiddos to use their voice and use their understanding to participate in activism in the community. So,
Excellent. Great. Trustee Basket.
Thank you, President Johnson. I just wanted to take a minute and say, wow, this is awesome that we're in our 26th year. And as we continue to lose some of our founders, I think this is our first NAAPID without Miss Dee Johnson. But, you know, it's, what do they say? Slay the dreamer, but not the dream. So, you know, thank you all for continuing the tradition, so to speak, the legacy of Mr. and Mrs. Doolin and folks like Dee Johnson and other founders that I'm not going to be able to list tonight. But so good to see that we were able to still continue it. And I do appreciate the acknowledgement that with this technology, we are able to engage some parents that wouldn't be able to do that. Even if it's just a few minutes of their time, it's important for our students and for our school population. So thank you.
Thank you. Trustees, anyone else? Well, I spoke enough last time, so I'll just say, you know, great report. Great to see Mr. Doolin, a legend. We need to have a statue or an award or something named after him because of all the tremendous impact that he had in this community. It's great to see NAAPID going on. So thank you.